Hello, my friends. John LaRuffa here with another episode of Sell It or Save It. And in this episode, we're going to do a playthrough of Founders of Teotihuacan. So let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, folks, and as usual, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. If you have, I really do appreciate that support. Thank you very much. So I already started, I set up the game, all right, for the solo mode. This is the solo mode priority track. There's the two solo meeples there showing where they're going to take their actions. And I placed my 3 pyramid tiles here, getting the appropriate bonuses. The conditions that I have to meet in order to not get penalized from the solo mode standpoint is I've got to complete my pyramid. I may not pay more than 1 extra resource when building, and I have to have 15 or more victory points resolved, or unresolved blue worship tiles. Okay, and because in this one is a little bit easier, I guess they said subtract additional 10 points from your final score. All right. So I got to tell you right off the bat, this rule book is kind of difficult to visualize what you're doing. I know they tried their best with a decent amount of examples and with these things, but one of the things that this game misses substantially is a player aid for the solo or a player aid for the player. And that would have helped because they did a good job, I feel like, kind of explaining everything, but there's no succinct, like, this is what you got to do. So you're in this a lot, I feel. And the other problem is this player aid for finding out what the conditions are. That's on the back of the rule book for the Automa, which means if I have any questions, I've got to remove these things, or I got to make a copy of this and have it independently. All right, so initial gripes as I started, but had this game for a while in my collection, and I seem to remember enjoying it when I played it last, but it has been quite some time. Okay, so we're going to begin by choosing an action. And right now I know that I need to get 1 of each of those tiles to be able to turn this in for 5 points. And I need to do a lot of this. To do a lot of placing of these, I've got to have a lot of gold and wood. All right, and each of these are 4 strength. So probably the best thing for me to do would be to set myself up for this. I've already got 1 of them. So I'm going to take 2 of these action discs, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place it on this, which will give me 1 point and a resource of my choice. So let's get the 1 point and the resource of my choice. Now the resource I think is going to be this, because I'm going to play a 3-size stone building. And I'd like to try to work to cover this up if I can possibly do it, which I got to do some of these things. So that kind of works sorta. Yeah, it covers a decent amount. Oh no, I'm sorry, I gotta put it in the building spot. Don't be foolish. So I could put it up here, but I've got a lot of resources built already by that, so maybe I'm gonna just divert and try for something else, like maybe that one. So if I go like this, for instance, I can always put another gray one there and finish the job, and that's a decent amount of stone resources. So why don't I do that? So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Then I move this, and my turn is over. Now to do his turns, in this, I got to put someplace in the board, I believe, right? Why did I get this thing? Because of, boy, did I already forget resource. Oh, because of that. I think I could put it anywhere. I don't know if it has to be next to a building. Let me clarify that real quick when you get that. So it says, receive 1 victory point, take any 1 resource and place it in any valid space of your city, ignoring the architect's reach. You do not have to place the resource adjacent to a building that's there. Okay, so I can just put it like over here. That's fine with me. All right, so now we're going to pull 2 of his discs out, and we have pulled 1 of each. I guess we should do this one at a time. I guess it doesn't matter, to be honest. So I'm going to put this one over here. He is going to then look and see he wants to take away a green building, so he's just going to take that out. He never interacts with these, just that. All right? And then we're going to move this to this location. Then we're going to place this over here, and he is going to interact with a brown building and according to strength. So it's 2. So out it goes. Okay, and then this moves over here. My next move I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't want to try to just get this, and I could by just placing this here, taking this, putting it in this area, and I think I'm going to, again, just start covering up things like so. That should be all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And by the way, this is a 3-round game in the solo. Even though you're setting up for a 2, you play 3. And I just want to be 100% sure of that as I'm sitting here. So I got to move my cubes. I love second guessing myself. Set the game for 3. Yep, 3 rounds. Okay. All right, now what's he going to do? Okay, so we're going to put this. That would allow me to do this and build one of those if I can, and I think I can. So I'm actually going to put this here. Oh, I never moved these. So this means he's going to toss away a red, or an orange, I should say. And then this, let's put it over here, and he will then get rid of a blue. All right. Now it comes to me. I like this idea. So what I could do here is I cover this up. I can do a free building action, and I can also do this. So first I'm going to turn this in, and this is a worship tile. So that should be 5 points because I have resolved 5 points worth, right? So I'm going to turn it over, showing it's resolved. I'll pick this up, going to 6. And then I'm going to build another building. And it would be a strength of 2, but I have the ability to pay 1 more, but I can only pay 1 more. So that means it has to be this green one. So I'm going to take it out of this spot and out of this spot. And then I pay 1 more. And let's take this one. And I should have moved. No, this is my, yeah, should be down here. And I believe you could take, I'm almost 90% sure you could take resources from any spot. It doesn't matter what the architect's reach. And just make sure of that, because I would hate to play the whole game wrong in that regard. So constructing a building, constructing a temple. Reach does not limit access to resources. That's what I thought. Okay. So, ideally, I'd put them up here, but I can't because this is where a green tile is. I've got to finish my pyramid anyway. Why don't I do this? Why don't I put it down here? And then I will get this tile, and it's worth 4 points. So I'm happy about that. And then I get to take one of these, and we'll do this one. Actually, no. This one seems easier. So when I resolve this, I just spend $1 per point to a max of 10. All right. Okay. I don't know if I replenish those every time. Adding, I think I do. It doesn't matter, actually, because I can't build another one. So no, I don't, because I will do it at the end, I'm sure. Okay. Moving my architect, drawing for, and I didn't do this. My goodness. So which one I did first was green. So green would have moved here, and then that guy would have moved here. Okay. We'll do it one at a time. All right. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit of a wonky kind of feel. Okay, so I get to play either one. It does not matter. It won't change a thing. It's a strength 4, and his preference is the wood building. There is no wood building, so I think it just does nothing. Unless it would loop around. It probably does loop around to gold. So we'll just do that. We'll just make it so that it loops around. It seems more appropriate. So then this would go here, and this would move. Then we draw. And we're going to put this here. And it wants a green one. Okay. This moves here. Back to me, I still have 2 actions I can take. Let's see. Building a pyramid tile would not be the worst thing in the world because I could do it. I could build just by putting one up there. And then I would have to make a choice of the coordinate and everything. But I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to place this here. And that lets me build the pyramid tile. You know, maybe I'll do this. Well, no, I can only spend one extra, so that's not allowed. I could do both of them. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. That's 4. I'm going to pick this up. So let's pay, let's go 1, 2, 3, and then I have to pay, no, I don't pay the 1 extra because I filled this all up, so it should be good. Red, we'll put this here. That'll immediately give me one of these. And I should be able to put this down because it's not part of the setup. I should be able to put it wherever I want in this area because setup would block me from doing that. And I'm kind of thinking like that. All right. So we put that down. Now I get one of these tiles. I've already got this. That's an easy no-brainer. Okay. Now, I go back to him. Move this architect. This first one here is a purple. This purple's got to go here. Strength 4. Gold. Goes there. And we move this. I said gold, but it really was brown because looking the wrong thing. So that means it would go to the gold next time, I would assume. All right. I think that's how it works. Ah, shoot. I better check. Sorry, everybody. Taking the cubes off here. Okay, perform an action priority track. Each of those. Yes, yes. But what about priority track movement, architect movement, ending the round, to check color? All right. If the resource or priority check points to buildings that are no longer available, you must choose a different building, temple or pyramid, respectively remove. You can make this choice freely. Okay. So I could just do it on my own. All right. Well, that's fine. So it wants to go here. I could do the strength 4 or the strength 3. We'll definitely do this. Color is red. There is no red, so I would just discard the blue. Why did I? Yeah. Sorry. Gosh, I just placed this. It is a green that it wants. Still no green. I discard the blue. Go there. Okay, and then move this here. My last turn, and when you take your last turn, it just finishes the round. So up here, I like the idea of just knocking this off right now, but that would be better if I could do it when I have a weak action. So since I have a stronger action, it makes more sense, I think, to play this. To play this here. That lets me do a strength of 4 building. I pick these 2 up to spend. I have to put this in a location over here. And I'd like to cover much of these. Again, this does not line up with that, which is frustrating, but that's the breaks. Now I get to choose this or this. I have neither, so it really won't make too much difference. So I'll just pick this up because if I can fulfill this, then at least I get my 15 from there, and then I don't have to worry about it. Okay. We've done all of those things. Now, when I slide this down. I'm going to discard one of my markers out of the game. I'll get the rest back. He gets all of his markers back in the bag, which did not come with the game, by the way. This is just a bag I had laying around. I believe those stay where they are. Now we're going to take these out and draw new ones. I don't think you move them back in. You probably do, because there's more spaces. So let's do that, because otherwise you wouldn't have enough. So let's just shuffle these back in. Okay. Well, oh, 2 of them. All right. Now, starting off, he is the first player to start, and he does a 1 draw to figure out, to get himself going, and he takes a trophy away. So his first draw, shoot, I hope I move those things right, is the purple guy, and I'm going to have it put it here. Oops. Let's finish putting these things back, shall we? And I don't know if you cleared or not. I'm not really going to mind. They're all pretty circumstantial, so give me a little pass on that if I didn't do that right. Okay, so I drew this purple. He wants to take a red. He's going to take a red. He also removes the 7 mask, unfortunately. So that's out of the game for me. That goes away. Now we start with my turn. So my architect, which I didn't move in the last turn, is here. The best thing I could do is build one of these like this there. It'll cost me a lot though, but I'm not going to be able to come back around, which is the tough thing about this game. It's like you got to make the move now. So I'm going to have to spend 3 over here. I'm going to get 1 point and a victory and a resource of my choice to build this now. Resource of my choice is going to be another wood, since I'm kind of running a little bit lower on those. I'll put it over here. I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to get this 4. Regrettably, could not get it sooner. But that gets me halfway to there, which is the important thing. I'm trying to get that done. Okay. And that should do the trick. All right, let's see what he's going to do. First one. Wait, when I place that here, I should have gone there. First one. Green. Well, that's max, so there's only one thing I can do is put it there. He is going to choose one of these. It's a strength 2, so he's going to kick that off there, move here, and do this. Next one. Green. I could put it on both. I actually do want to put it over here to strengthen it, because I can't pay for too much. So I'm going to do that so that maybe I could get a tile that'll work out, because I have to finish my pyramid as well. And then he wants to take a blue away, which he will, and then this goes like that. Back to me now. I only have 2 actions, but I just told you the one thing I want to do. I hope I got my 2 points when I put that down that first time. I don't think I did, because I was at 1. Yeah, I didn't, so I should have 2 more points. All right. I'm going to get my 2 points. No, I'm sorry, I'm doing this. So I take 4. Architect's over here. Best thing is either blue or red. Doesn't matter at the moment. We're going to go with blue. I covered this brown space, so I'm going to take this. And I think I can disregard the reach. Just make sure when I place the reward for doing that. Nope, it has to be in the same place, same reach. So I cannot disregard. So probably the best thing to do, that's not very attractive. Oh no, this 9 is the one that I really want. Did I do that wrong? I sure did. Gosh, these colors shouldn't be that similar, but I did that wrong. When I covered that 9, I should have gotten that. That's much better. All right, sorry folks for watching at home. I'm catching my mistakes, doing my best. So I think the best thing for me to do would be to put it down here like that. It's going to block some spots from some red though, but I can also put the red over here. All right, I'll put it there. And we'll do this. Okay. Turns over. Now him. Doesn't matter which. So put that there. He's going to try for the green. So he's going to take the green away. Move this over here. Here comes the next one. Oh, the green's got to move. So, did I say the green? My gosh, I'm looking at it. It's literally, that's the green. All right, now I got a green. I have to put it here, unfortunately, to deny myself that because I have no choice. Boy, I hope I didn't miss that one. Getting the 2 points there. Probably did. So much to juggle. I tell you what, there's just so much to juggle. It's not like it shouldn't be that hard of a game, but there's a lot of things you just got to remember. Don't forget this, don't forget that, don't forget this, don't forget that. All right. So I just put that there. I just moved the green away. The green goes over here. Okay, I have one more turn. Now, it would be a darn shame to waste this, so I'm not going to waste this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do a building action. It only has a 2. It means I have to build this again, but at least I can put the green where it belongs. So I'm going to do that. Well, first I'm going to do this just to get this out of the way. So I can't do the 10, but I can do this. So I'm going to get 9 points out of this. It's going to put me at 18. I'll flip that over. Then I get to build this. And it's a strength 3 of my 2. So I can go 1 and then 2. Let's do this. And then I have to build an extra. Let's go with this. And I have to put it over here. That's a really low reward. That one's a little better, but not much. Let's just stick it over here. Get another green. For every 2. That might be worth it. And then put nothing over there. Okay. And move this. All right. That's the end of my turn. That's the end of the round. I have to set aside another one of these. So now I'm left with 4. And now he does 2 actions in a row. We are on the final round. And he is going to, let's do this. Let's plop this up here. Let's put this over here and there. All right. Hope I moved everything. I feel like I didn't. It's hard to keep track of all this stuff. Back in the bag it goes. Let's begin. All right, he takes 2 out and takes the trophies away also. So he's going to take this one. Oops, got to do these. Got to shuffle. Okay, shuffling. All right, this and this. Now, take the first one out. It's this one. I want to do it in this. I can't afford that. For me, he's going to set this aside. It's a strength 2. He wants to remove a wood, so he's going to take this one off and move this. Then he's going to draw a second one. Green. Well, let's move this. I definitely need to use the build thing again for this, so I'm going to put this here. And now he wants this. We're going to move this here. And then we are going to be done there. All right. Now for my turn, architect should be up there. I believe I moved him. Yeah, let me see here. I take a little break in the action there. Pardon me. I'm pretty sure I did not move this guy, so I'm going to move him now. All right. So anyway, it is my turn, and I should be I've got to do a lot in just a little bit. So I've got to get more of these. I've got to get one more of those. To do that, I got to build. But that would only give me 3 to build. So I kind of have to wait on that. So having to wait there, I would also still need to make this temple work. So maybe the best thing to do would be to use some stuff here. Well, I'm in this spot here. You know, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It's not the best situation, but we're going to go with it anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this so that way I can spend, that's 3, 6, 9. So I'm going to get 9 points. I'm going to finish this one, and they'll put me to 27. And then I still get to do a build, but I don't think, well, no, I can. Could do another green. Because I could basically go 1, 2. So this is a strength of 2, and I have to do 1 more. Okay, so I guess I couldn't really pull that off fully. So let me get one of these back. Instead of 9, I'll get 6. 1, 2, 3. And I'll have that 1 extra left over here, and I'll spend the other one. So it'll be like that. Then I can build this green. I'm going to put it right here. That's stupid. Might as well put it up here because it's in that zone. And so I can do that. That way it counts, and I get the 3. All right, that should be all legitimate. Then I move this. See what he's going to do. He's going to take his green. He wants to put it here. I'm going to put this like that. He's going to take the other blue. Move this back here. Move over here. And then green again. Green over here. We're going to stack that up. It wants to do a gold, and it's a strength of 3, so we could do that. Put that back there. Now, I should be able to put this over here. Get this. Kind of put it over here. No, it makes more sense to do this just to finish this one up. And then that lets me put some more of these out. All right, then move this. A little bit left here. Oh, I did cover that, so I should be able to get this one right here. All right, purple. When he moved this, it was the blue. Oh, shoot. It's so many little things. All right, the purple. Let's put the purple up here, and it would take a red away. Move over here, slide over here. And then the other purple here, it wants to do the stone building. It'll do that. Move over there and go like this. Now my action, I need to do the turn in to not get the point problem. So I'm just going to do the turn in right here. And that'll be 10 points because of these two. So I flip that over, get 10 more, puts me to 34. It's my turn. Move this. All right. Him, green. He would push the blue, which is, there is no blue, so I'll just take this, one away. May have done this a little wrong because there's extra colors up here, but apologize for that now that I look at it. All right. And then here, we're going to put that up there. He wants to get rid of the other red. Okay. Because I grabbed all 6 at once. I should have done 3 and 3. It would have been random. Just to make it right now, how about I do this? I know it's a little late, but I do want to show it right. Okay. Yeah, meaning it's my last turn. All right. Well, I never was able to build the pyramid all the way, that's for sure. So the last thing that I could do is I could go like this, pick this up, put this here. I'd have to spend, oh, I can't, oh, I do have the wood. The wood, 2 gold, and then this is a 4, so I'm good. And then I get this, which I could put here, take this, but it won't matter because I can't spend it. All right, game's over. Now we go through the scoring. Final scoring. So this is where we have to do a couple things. First, we'll get these, and maybe I should have gotten those throughout the game. That's okay. So 12, 15, 19. So we'll get 19 for those. It'll be 44, 53. And then we do this pyramid scoring thing where we look to see, it's like a multiplication. So I have 2 times 2 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 times 1, just 1. No, is it 2? Hold on a second. 2 victory points for each temple matching matching color. It's not 1, it's the other way around. So it would be, after scores ended, score each district score victory points for each pyramid that is fully partial. The pyramid tile is at the bottom of the pyramid, score 2 victory points for each type. If the pyramid tile is at any upper level, score 3. So what that means is I should have gotten 2. Let's see, there's 2 of these. 2 times 4 is 8, so it should be 4 more. Then over here, 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1, pardon. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete's. Okay, sorry. I have 2 of these. I score 4. That should have just been 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1 times 2 is 1, 2. This is 1 times 4 is 4. And this is 2, 4 times 1 is 4. So it puts me to 68. Then I didn't complete my pyramid, so that means I have to lose some points there. I did do that, that's fine. And then here I have to subtract an additional 10 points. So I lose the 10 points here to go to 58. And then, so I didn't complete the pyramid. Let's see. If there are conditions you have failed, you lose the game. Oh, great. I don't subtract points, I just lose the game. So I didn't do that. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you, this game's a pain in the neck to play. I'm selling this game. There's no doubt about it. And that is just the icing on the cake right there. Losing the game because I couldn't finish the pyramid. There's just too many conditions. There's just too much to deal with. There's just too many fiddly things. There's just too much stuff. This thing moving around, you can only build where that is. There is just too much to this tile laying game. So it might be better for somebody else. Someone else might like the challenge. I just think there's just too much to juggle. And then when you've got to move all these things around, look, first of all, again, I'll say I'm very happy to be able to play something solo. I do appreciate that. But there's just so many little steps here. And I mean, I don't know. I just didn't have fun. It was just too much to try to balance, and it was way too restrictive. So I'm going to sell this one. It's been in my catalog or my place for a while, but I literally haven't played it in years. And I think it's because I was so exhausted the first time I must have played it. I must have just realized that, you know what? I just don't think, I don't know. It has the appearance of being cool and everything else, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Whatever you do in the future, I really hope you have a fantastic time doing it. Take it easy.